Have you ever looked in the mirror in the morning and felt that something had changed? Not just in your face or your hair, but in something far deeper than that. Something you can't put into words, yet you feel it in every step, every morning, every time you try to remember a name or climb a flight of stairs. This is not about ordinary tiredness or stress, but about something happening inside your cells right now, at this very moment, as you read these words. After years of research and observation, a pattern became clear. Some people in their 50s have cells that look as though they have passed 70. Others in their 70s have bodies functioning with the efficiency of someone in their 60s. The difference between the two groups was not luck, and it was not genetics. It was something simpler than you might imagine and deeper than most doctors ever discuss. Today, we will explore a genuine scientific secret supported by studies from the world's most prestigious research institutions concerning a purple-colored vegetable that has been cultivated for centuries in the regions where the longest-lived people on Earth make their home. This vegetable is not a medicine, and it is not a supplement. It is real food you can find at the market. But the way most people prepare it causes them to lose 70% of its benefits before it ever reaches the bloodstream. Before we get there, it is important to understand something fundamental. Your real age is not the number written on your ID card. Your real age is what is happening inside every cell of your body, and specifically inside something very small called a telomere. Imagine a shoelace. At each end are those small plastic tips that keep the lace from fraying. Those tips, in your body, are your telomeres. They are the protective caps that guard the ends of your chromosomes, the genetic material that carries all the information your body needs. Every time a cell divides, which happens billions of times each day, that cap becomes a little shorter. And when it becomes too short, a small biological catastrophe occurs, one no one can see, but whose consequences the body feels entirely. What happens when telomeres become too short? The cell is left with one of two options. Either it stops dividing altogether, or it enters a strange state scientists call cellular senescence. It is this second state that is the most concerning. Imagine an employee at a company who has been told their position is being eliminated. They were supposed to leave the office quietly and make room for someone more capable, but they refused to leave. They sat at their desk, doing no useful work, and instead began sending angry messages to every department in the company, sowing chaos and disruption everywhere. This is exactly how a senescent cell behaves, what scientists call a zombie cell. It is a cell that no longer functions, yet does not die, and it continuously releases inflammatory signals that damage the healthy tissue surrounding it. These zombie cells are the true cause of the joint stiffness you feel in the morning. They are the reason behind slowed memory and difficulty concentrating. They are what slows your metabolism and causes weight to accumulate in ways you don't understand. And they are what silently raises levels of inflammation throughout the body, opening the door to heart disease, thyroid problems, and even certain types of cancer. By the age of 50, scientists estimate that between 15 and 25% of the cells in your body's major tissues are zombie cells, stalled, non-functioning, and still releasing their inflammatory toxins. As age advances towards 70, that figure rises in some tissues to levels that astonish researchers. Does this mean the outcome is inevitable? Must we accept that aging is a train that cannot be stopped? The answer is no, and emphatically so. Cellular aging is not a fixed fate. It is a dynamic process that can be influenced. Telomeres can be protected. Zombie cells can be eliminated. And the biological clock, unlike a real clock, can be slowed and, in some respects, reversed. The food we are going to discuss today is one of the most powerful tools science has uncovered for achieving this. It is the purple yam, known scientifically as Dioscorea alata, and called in some Asian cultures ube. This plant, cultivated for thousands of years in the islands of Okinawa, in the Philippines, and across Southeast Asia, is an integral part of the diet of communities that record the highest rates of longevity on Earth. In a study that tracked the dietary habits of more than 260 centenarians in the islands of Okinawa, It was found that this purple yam made up approximately 67% of their total daily caloric intake during the peak years of their health. 67%. Not something they ate occasionally, but the very foundation upon which their bodies were built. But what makes this vegetable different? Why this one specifically, and not other colorful vegetables? The answer lies in 4 biological pathways that work simultaneously inside your body, and each one alone would be enough to make this food exceptional. The first pathway is the activation of the longevity gene. When you consume purple yam, the deep purple pigments that give it its distinctive color, called anthocyanins, enter your cells and do something remarkable. They activate a group of proteins called sirtuins, specifically sirtuin 1, which scientists sometimes call the longevity switch, because activating it triggers a complete chain of events inside the cell. DNA repair mechanisms begin working with greater efficiency. Inflammatory pathways quiet down, the cell's energy utilization improves, and most importantly, the rate at which telomeres shorten slows down. How does this happen? Through a molecule called NAD+, which is essential for sirtuin 1 to function, and whose levels naturally decline in our bodies as we age. The compounds in purple yam help maintain the levels of this molecule within the cell, keeping the longevity switch in the on position. The second pathway is the protection of telomeres from cellular rust. Telomeres shorten with every cell division. But division is not the only cause. There is another enemy that destroys telomeres even faster, what scientists call oxidative stress. Simply put, it is the accumulation of free radicals in the cell at a rate that exceeds the body's capacity to eliminate them. And telomeres are among the most vulnerable regions of the chromosome to this type of damage. Purple yam carries one of the highest antioxidant capacities ever measured in any natural food. Its combination of anthocyanins, vitamin C, and manganese creates a multi-layered defensive shield that protects specifically the most fragile regions of the chromosome. Multiple human studies have shown that people who consume higher amounts of anthocyanins possess longer, better preserved telomeres, regardless of their age, smoking habits, or level of physical activity. The third pathway is the elimination of zombie cells. Purple yam contains a unique compound called Dosage, a plant-based steroidal compound that has attracted significant research interest due to its ability to influence the process of programmed cell death, the process the body relies upon to eliminate damaged or non-functional cells. In zombie cells, this process is broken. The cell no longer responds to the signals asking it to disappear. Dosage acts as a key that reopens this locked door, allowing the immune system to recognize and remove these cells. The result is a significant reduction in the inflammatory signals these cells were releasing, and tissues that are healthier and less degraded. The fourth pathway is the influence on the deep genetic clock. The DNA in your cells does not change fundamentally as you age. The sequence of genes remains largely the same. What changes is which of these genes are active and which are not. This process is called epigenetic regulation, and the rate at which these patterns drift toward aging is what scientists measure using what they call the epigenetic clock. The anthocyanins found in purple yam have shown in studies the ability to influence methylation patterns in specific gene regions associated with aging. In simpler terms, these compounds can slow the pace at which the genetic clock advances. To measure this effect, researchers use a tool called the Horvath clock, a validated biomarker that can determine a person's true biological age from a blood sample with remarkable accuracy. Now, let's talk about what the science has said in concrete terms. In a study conducted on approximately 2,000 people between the ages of 40 and 69, researchers tracked anthocyanin consumption over 5 years. When comparing the highest consumption group, those consuming the equivalent of about 150 grams per day of purple yam, with the lowest consumption group, researchers found that the telomeres of the first group were longer by 8.5%. In the world of telomeres, this translates to years of cellular protection, and this difference remained after accounting for all other factors, including age, smoking, physical activity, and weight. In another study focused specifically on the epigenetic clock, researchers compared the biological age of two groups, one with high anthocyanin consumption, the other low. The high consumption group showed an epigenetic clock indicating a biological age 4 years and 3 months younger than their actual age on average. The low consumption group's biological clock was running approximately 2 years ahead of their real age. The total difference between the two groups was more than 6 biological years, 6 years of difference in cellular health, quality of life, and the ability to resist disease. In a third study conducted on human cells in the laboratory and then verified in animal tissue, zombie cells were exposed to Dioscorea extract from purple yam at concentrations achievable through normal diet, that is, by consuming 200 grams per day. The rate of zombie cell elimination rose by 38%, and more significantly, the inflammatory signals released by these cells dropped by 44%. 44% fewer inflammatory toxins accumulating in your tissues every day, meaning less joint inflammation, clearer memory, a healthier heart, and an immune system working at higher capacity. Now that you understand the why, let's talk about the how. The amount needed is between 150 and 200 grams of cooked purple yam, 4 to 5 days a week. Not necessarily every day, but with genuine regularity, because anthocyanin levels in the blood rise and fall quickly, peaking within hours and beginning to decline within a day or two. Consistency is the key to cumulative effect. The first and most common mistake people make is boiling purple yam in water. This is a serious biological error. Anthocyanins are water-soluble compounds, meaning they transfer directly from the yam into the boiling water and disappear. Studies have shown that boiling can cause the loss of up to 67% of the yam's active compounds. The solution is simple. Roast the yam in the oven at 190 degrees Celsius for 35 to 40 minutes, or steam it for 18 to 22 minutes. Dry heat or steam preserves the compounds inside the food. If boiling is unavoidable, do not discard the water. Keep it and drink it, or add it to soup. The second mistake is using the microwave. Heating the yam in a microwave destroys the cellular structure that protects Dioscorea and aids its absorption during digestion. The third mistake is consuming it without healthy fats. Anthocyanins require the presence of fat in order to be properly absorbed. Without fat, large amounts pass through the digestive system without reaching the bloodstream efficiently. The solution is to drizzle a tablespoon of olive oil over the roasted yam, or add half an avocado to your plate. This is not merely a flavor suggestion, it is an essential part of the protocol. The fourth mistake is not waiting. When you allow the yam to cool after cooking for at least 2 hours, or better yet, overnight in the refrigerator, a portion of its starch converts into what is called resistant starch. This resistant starch is the preferred food of the beneficial bacteria in your gut, which play a vital role in converting Dioscorea into its most bioavailable form. Cook it, let it cool, then reheat it gently before eating. Gentle reheating does not reverse the conversion of resistant starch. The fifth mistake is incorrect substitution. Purple sweet potato is a completely different plant scientifically. It does contain anthocyanins, but it lacks Dioscorea, the compound responsible for eliminating zombie cells. The true purple yam is Dioscorea alata, most often found in Asian grocery stores under the name ube. When purchasing, pay attention to the color of the inner flesh. The deeper and more saturated the purple, the higher the anthocyanin concentration. The sixth mistake is buying processed ube products. Ube ice cream, cookies, powder, and chips generally contain very small amounts of real yam, or none at all. Industrial processing destroys the heat-sensitive and chemically sensitive compounds before they ever reach you. Whole food only, not its processed version. After proper preparation, the evening is the preferred time to eat purple yam. Dioscorea requires gut bacteria to convert it into its most bioavailable form, and this conversion takes time. Eating the yam at dinner gives the intestines the entire hours of sleep to carry out this process without interruption. There are also foods that multiply the effectiveness of purple yam when taken alongside it. A cup of green tea on the same day adds additional sirtuin-1 activation through its catechin compounds. A handful of walnuts provides alagotannins that work in a complementary way with anthocyanins. Any food rich in vitamin C, such as oranges or bell peppers, enhances the pathways related to connective tissue health. And a pinch of freshly ground black pepper, which contains piperine, has been shown to increase the absorption of polyphenolic compounds by up to 20%. The body is in a state of constant transformation. Almost every cell renews itself over different intervals. Skin cells renew in weeks. Liver cells renew in months. This means that today's decisions shape tomorrow's cells. The studies reviewed show measurable results that begin to appear after 8 to 12 weeks of regular commitment, not a year, but weeks. To measure progress, rather than relying on a scale, it is recommended to ask a doctor to measure CRP, C-reactive protein, and interleukin-6 levels. These two markers directly reflect the level of inflammation associated with zombie cell activity. Measuring them at the start and again after 12 weeks of consistent application will reveal real progress that may not show on the scale or in the mirror, but is felt in energy levels, memory, and mental clarity. The complete protocol: 150 to 200 grams of cooked purple yam 4 to 5 times per week. Cooked only by steaming or oven roasting. No boiling. Allow to cool after cooking for at least 2 hours, then reheat gently. Add a tablespoon of olive oil or half an avocado, a pinch of freshly ground black pepper. Consume at dinner. Accompany with a cup of green tea the same day and some walnuts. Continue for at least 8 to 12 weeks. Measure CRP and interleukin-6 at the start and again after 3 months. This is not a complicated or expensive program. It is a single dietary addition, backed by real science, that anyone can implement regardless of budget or health status. The sirtuins are waiting for the signal to activate. The telomeres are waiting for someone to protect them. The zombie cells are waiting for someone to tell the immune system to remove them. These systems exist within you right now. They simply need the right fuel to function with the efficiency they were designed for. 44% reduction in inflammatory signals from zombie cells, 8.5% longer telomeres in regular consumers, 6 biological years of difference in epigenetic aging markers. These are real numbers from real human beings eating real food. No one is condemned to their current biological age, and no matter how old you are, there is always a step you can take today that will make tomorrow's cells healthier and longer lived. The beginning may be as simple as a trip to a nearby Asian grocery store and picking up a few pounds of purple yam. Start today. Your cells are waiting.